All right. So today we are joined in person
I'm here.
by
Made the drive.
the number one name in Raid Shadow Legends himself, Kyra Mobile.
Thanks for having me. It's I figured it'd be fun to do this, so
No problem. How is the 20 below Alaskan blizzard?
it's like I'm driving is like legitimately scary because not only the roads are pretty bad and it's just one big highway like once you leave Anchorage, and then it was like full fog. Like I was telling you this when I got here, it's like if you took an old game with like the really bad like view distance and then you just constantly move up and then it renders it all as you're going.
Kind of like Minecraft where it loads in chunks, like you're just, what's in front of me?
Exactly. And then too, because I wanted to like vlog it. Like I wanted to vlog like okay, we're doing a video and gonna head to DM's place. But like there was nothing good. Like the B-roll would have sucked.
You're gonna vlog your own car crash.
Yeah, it was like vlog. It would have been because like you know how they do it where they like here we're gonna go this place and then it's like they travel and they have B-roll and music and then they're driving. It would have been the most boring. It would have literally been just a black. That's it. It's like my headlights and then just blackness out there. And so I was like, screw it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Last time I drove in bad conditions, instead of it just being black out there, it was just white out there. So what happened was I had my lights on and I'm like, I can't see. So I turn my high beams on, okay? And it's like white out condition. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll see farther. All it does is blind me more because it's reflecting off the snow as it's coming. So I turn it on and I cannot see a goddamn thing. So
that's
wait, I mean a thing.
I wish I could hear it. I'm just gonna trust that all your little music ends are gonna be funny.
You're gonna have to giggle. If I laugh, just assume I did something funny over here.
It's like Avengers 1 where they're just talking to each other with no headphones. So that's me right now. So I just gotta play it off. This is acting 101.
Okay, hold on. This
is acting 101.
There it is. Yeah. This is acting 101.
Oh god. So
all right. So cool. Welcome to the Well Podcast, aka the Two Brothers Podcast, aka the Until the Pizza Comes, but we took forever starting up, so now it's Until the Pizza Comes After the Pizza Arrives podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
And today we are going to be talking about
Raid Shadow Legends.
Correct. Yeah. Raid Shadow Legends. So there has been some things that have happened in Raid Shadow Legends as of recent event leads.
Yeah, I would agree. There's been things happening.
Yes.
Things have been happening.
Do you know any of those things?
I do. I would like to think I do.
Off the top of your head, what's the most important thing that's happening right now?
Right now in Raid Shadow Legends?
Right now in Raid Shadow Legends.
I don't know. Packs we got to buy, dude.
Packs we got to buy. I am glad that we are on the same page. That is right.
No, I'm just, pandering to your audience right there.
All right, everybody. This is it. One time, no whammies. Actually, no, this is a great time for a plug. You've done a great... Because after this, we are going to go on Twitch. But the problem is, never mind. We're actually uploading this after the live stream.
Yeah, this is way after the pizza arrived.
As of the showing of this will be a day after the pizza have arrived. Okay, so I can't plug the Twitch stream, which would have been
it would have been great
12 hours ago.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Twitch stream that's happening 12 hours.
Go back in time, watch the Twitch stream at Darth Microtransaction. But we are going to open some packs, though.
Yes, we are. So it's going to be cool. What are you wanting to pull? Because I think we should back up and talk about which packs there are that are out.
Fine, I'll show them.
Okay, boom.
So we do have the standard.
Boring. The only thing that matters is void shards. Void shards are the only cool shards in the game. The only thing that, just void shards, what you do with void shards is you take Chosen's calculator, throw it out the window, and just press the buy button.
And hope. I mean, the void shards are the epitome of just one time no whammy.
Yes,
you have to pull a legendary.
But seriously though, like when it comes to void shard, there is a couple void packs that I do like buying.
The 7 for 25.
Yes, that's the one I had in my mind that I do like
every time.
Yeah, and so I do like that
because you can buy it 5 times. When they put that on, you can buy it 5 times. And I know it's $125, but I do it.
Yeah, and you've gotten some good things from that though.
Have I? I feel like
didn't you? Wasn't that the pack that you got? Not only Warlord, but also
ethos. No,
ethos,
you're right. No,
Yeah.
it was.
And then those are the packs that I got.
No,
I got
actually, it
Arbiter from
wasn't
that.
those packs. It was the $100 ones after it.
Oh,
they did.
really?
There was like
Really?
the 17 for 100, but you could buy 3 of them or whatever. Remember?
Okay. Yeah, and then right in the beginning, they just like, you know, here's all your luck.
Right. I tanked.
Just, you know.
I tanked the. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but event wise,
There's the price. Hold on. Let me move my shoulder.
there it is. Yeah, get that shoulder out of the.
$99.
But what a bargain! What a honest bargain. Wait, from a value perspective, like I like thinking of ancients as $1 and voids as $3. Like from a good value.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Yeah,
think that's not bad. For the gems, 2,000 gems. That's like.
So I mean, like,
$30
we gotta be real. It's not a good value.
It's not
but
good.
Yeah, and so
it's borderline horrible.
yeah, it is. But
we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. So all right, let's get on to what we wanted to talk about. What was the first topic we had in the queue?
You
for the
trying to keep
podcast?
me on track? Okay, well,
I am.
topic number
I'm
one.
keeping-
Here we go.
Yeah.
Point 1.0. We're being
It's like
regimented.
Because you know.
I was trying to purchase this pack. is what I was
Okay.
trying
Oh,
to
you're
do.
just buying it now.
I was buying it now for the live stream that was 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
But no, sorry, you're right.
Oh, go.
First topic number one. Drum roll, please. Streamers are getting sponsored.
Streamers are getting sponsored. Okay, what do you think about that? Because me personally, I haven't really been following.
It's fine with me.
On there. I think it's a good thing. I think that's
it. Let me put it this way: it is within the same vein of the reason I do this game on YouTube, which is that Raid pays for my customer acquisition. If you think about it, because all they do is sink every dollar they've ever made.
Correct.
Right back in the market. You know, if you
The
think about it,
advertising,
Plarium's really the epitome of gambling. Because think about it. Let me walk you through my train of logic here.
Okay.
So first, they make the game, which then gets purchased, and which is a gambling game, which then gets purchased by a gambling company because they realize it's a gambling game. Add it to their profile. Then, follow
wait, there's more.
Are you with me still?
I am. Gambling with gambling.
Gambling,
pretty
two
linear
times.
thing,
We're going to the further depths.
Are we going three times? Three times at the win.
So then their marketing strategy is they take every dollar they have and they sell their kids' souls for $1, whatever. They just get as much money as they can and they put it all right back into marketing to gamble that people are going to come into their game.
Yep. Okay, so their marketing is gambling. The game is gambling. The company owns the gambling
If you think about it, Plarium is just dopamine mine.
Yeah. I mean, they should just call it, instead of Plarium, it should just be AKA
Barium.
Yeah.
Barium and dead.
there it is. I like it.
But streamers are getting sponsored.
Okay, but yeah, no. So streamers are getting sponsored.
They are getting
Can you define streamers being sponsored? Are they being sponsored by Plarium? Are they being sponsored by what is?
Yes,
what is
directly by Plarium. So currently, what is happening, as I understand it, is that there are streamers, Twitch streamers out there who do not play Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, these are people that are other large-time streamers on Twitch, and I've noticed of various regions. I've seen German, French, Spanish, like different languages, and they're essentially just sponsoring them using like the bounty boards. I don't know if they're using the bounty boards, but it does seem that the Stream Elements plugin has to do with it too. So they use Stream Elements, which then figures out how many people have downloaded the game. So basically where I'm trying to go with this ramble is it's an affiliate link. They get a link in the bottom. You click on it. The people who watch it download Raid Shadow Legends. They get 1 out of 100 or whatever, how many they got to do it. And I think these Stream Elements to track it.
For it is like, because they do that a lot with content creators. It's like, hey, put the link down here so we know how many people you're bringing into the game. Because it always keeps coming back to how many people you're bringing into the game. That's what they care about. And so
that and how much revenue you're making. They track both from what I've understood.
And so it's kind of, because I guess it's you see that a lot with games like what was that card game? It's Shadowverse. They would do that all with Hearthstone players. Where they would take a popular Hearthstone streamer and they'd be like, here's a stream that's sponsored by Shadowverse. And it's like, they're not going to play Shadowverse, but they got sponsored by them, get the bag, I guess. But yeah, so this is not unprecedented.
Get the bag, I guess.
Yeah, so I get it.
But there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, here's how I see it. It's like if they sponsor Twitch people, that's good. I like that. That's fine because all it does is bring more viewers, more eyes to the game. I mean, it drives more people to.
I am a little upset by it in the sense that there's all these good YouTubers out there. Like there's a lot of them. Yeah, and then there doesn't seem to be much support for the YouTubers, but then there's a couple 150 viewer Twitch streams, and then that's what they're putting their attention to. Like that, maybe they're thinking of the perspective of they already got people that are watching them on YouTube, so why put any effort into the YouTubers?
Yeah,
and then they're going into like the top people top out at 100 viewers, 200 viewers. What do you top
not
out?
the people they're sponsoring though?
Oh,
the
but they're sponsoring people way beyond.
That's what's happening. They're bringing in outside people.
Okay, so that's smart.
I do know of one person who is within the community who has been sponsored. That's like within the Raid Shadow Legends community. That's just like a common Twitch streamer. But as far as the rest of them, they're all outside. They're new to the game. Is where it is. So they're people that
makes sense.
Yeah, and then they come in and then they have a link to track it. You know, all that stuff.
And seeing if they're actually pulling and if it's actually worth it for them to continue this, or if they're just going to abandon it or whatever.
Right. And so typically what we've seen, because your point would make sense, because they don't really sponsor anyone who's already in the market. From what I can tell, they only are willing to bring outside eyes. Like I think the only thing they care about is customer acquisition. I think that's like their key metric is customer acquisition. They don't, So it's just disappointing, but because I feel like it's very short-sighted is my opinion on it. Because I understand what they're trying to do, but I feel like at the same time, if they focus more on other things as well, it's just as beneficial. Yeah, instead of spending money to like trick people into downloading your game, just make a better game. People will come. You'll catch more flies with honey. And vinegar.
Exactly. Yeah, and so it's. The beginning experience of the game, and then you can go.
To be fair, though, I mean, if we're gonna be fair, I think they've been getting better. Maybe, do you think?
I think like there's times. I think what the issue with games like this is if you're constantly having the expectation that the game needs to get better, you're always gonna look for that. So I like to look at games like, am I enjoying it currently versus do I enjoy what it could be? I hate looking at games at potential because if it's especially my main game, I'm always gonna be disappointed.
That's a good point. I mean, that's actually kind of like a similar. I don't know if you saw my Star Wars Galaxy Heroes video. I actually did one like yesterday or something. But my point at the end of the video was just like relax, like the whole just relax, enjoy for what it is. You're probably not gonna play the game for 5 years.
Dude, just relax.
Yeah,
relax. And so,
so the wrap up point one.
Wrap up point. Well, like
streamers getting sponsored. Relax.
Were people upset by this? Is this a bad thing? Like, this is totally business standard. This is totally industry standard. Like, this happens in a whole bunch of games, especially games that have microtransactions. I think there was some minor salt
because one person got sponsored in the community and not everyone did. I think there was probably some minor salt about that. I didn't personally care. And other than that, everyone else is happy about it. Like all the other people I know are all happy. Everyone's getting sponsored. It's good. It's just more, it's who cares? It's a giant,
I just think the concept, maybe if we dive into the specifics of who's getting sponsored, who's not, I just think the concept of Rage sponsoring people is fine. Like
exactly. That's how it's just like sponsor. I have no problem with that. Why I don't have any issue with trying to bring more people to the game.
Yeah, more people. I mean, means more views, means more support, which hopefully means more improvements to the game.
Which means more money for Darth Microtransaction.
And that's where it all comes down to.
Which means more shard packs to purchase.
Boom, and more dopamine.
And more
who
dopamine
doesn't want
to
more
open.
Dopamine? Okay, so
void shards were purchased, and now I can remove this from the screen.
Boom,
Pow, and you can now see the lovely overlay.
Hell yeah. I mean, I like this. We got a good look here.
Not bad. I put a little bit of effort into it today.
Yeah, we're going to need...
So, point number two.
Point number two.
Speaking of the community.
Hit me with point number two. Okay.
Shout out to other content creators. Who comes to your mind? Give me 3 small
ones?
Content creators. Besides yourself.
The ones that pop up on my thing that I've subscribed to, Cold Brew Gaming, Hell Hades, and... I can't think of a third.
You can't think of a third?
I can't think of a third that's like small. Because to be honest, it's like I'm not looking at a crazy amount, but I have subscribed to people that
who's your third YouTuber?
My third YouTuber.
Throw one more shout out there.
One more shout out. My boy has been grinding. He's been grinding. I believe he has like 150 subs. It's a Death Wish. I think he has a really edgy name, but at the same time, he's the homie. He's been in my streams. And he has been cranking out that content. So I'm gonna shout out Death Wish, dude.
So the topic for point number 2 is we were talking about 2 things. One, we were talking about how Hades is kind of blowing up out of nowhere over the last. I mean, not out of nowhere. He makes good content.
I think he makes great content. He's just rising up, and
quickly is a better
the cool thing. He's just been grinded, man. Like he makes a lot of content.
He understands the concept of once you start to get grow. Like as soon as people start seeing you and you start growing, you can never stop. Like you can't put it down. You know, it's a hot potato.
Yeah, you once people catch on to you, you gotta go with it.
Yeah, as soon as you take like a month break or something, like you're gonna hit it. I mean, even if I take 3 or 4 days off, like my stats tank for a while.
Yeah, a month is just like unheard of. I mean, like, there's people that have been doing this forever and they still don't take breaks. So let alone people that are just trying to start.
So shout out to Hell Hades. Congratulations on your growth. We look forward, and we can do a cheers to him. We look forward to seeing the improvements over time and see how it goes. So
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, okay, we got that. I like that.
And then that's actually a pretty quick topic. That's it. I mean, that was really that. That was our point.
Who are
two
your
there.
top three? Who's your top three? Small streamers.
Okay. I'll take it. Okay, so I'll shout out my boy.
I do want to say it's kind of hard for me to like talk about like small people because like I'm part of like the small crowd.
Sure.
At like 1 point.
Sure. We got to remove ourself out. So obviously, I would say Kyra Mobile #1 name in Raid Shadow Legends.
Hell yeah.
But
that's what I like to hear.
I need Kyra Mobile #1 name in Raid Shadow Legends. Okay, there. Now I have that recorded. So I can just Kyra Mobile #1 name in Raid Shadow Legends.
Wait,
there it is.
I'm supposed to laugh.
Yeah. Haha. Yeah. Haha. You're so funny, Casey. Haha. So my three. Brandon, I forget your last name. He always uses like an orange splash in his thumbnail every time.
Well, it's like Brandon something. I've seen his
Kibler,
content.
or I don't know. It's Brandon something.
Brandon Kibler.
Brandon,
people are gonna go to Hearthstone stream.
I don't know. Like this guy's toast.
Just call out like the biggest names of.
All right, shout out to Logan Paul out there.
Yeah.
I know you're.
I don't feel like he gets enough viewers. I really support all of his decisions.
Only 75 million on the fight. I mean, that's.
Yeah. It's about time he gets that 100 million.
Yeah, when you get. So Brandon, what's his name? Okay. All right. So I watched a few of his videos.
We're shouting. Can we just look this guy up? I feel bad.
Eric. You're the one that has
hold the mic. You don't have to hold the mic.
You use the laptop. You're Jamie. Jamie, look it up.
All right.
Just be careful. Don't pull open the wrong. All right.
Be very careful.
Very. I'm going to be watching this out of the corner of my eye. Yeah. So welcome to the Well Podcast. Where Casey sweats bullets. So. But God, what was the title?
We're talking about Brandon.
We're talking about Brandon, dude. You can't just type in Brandon. No, it's with an E. It's Brandon with an E. And then Raid Challenge. It's Raid Challenge. We don't know. It's probably not Kibler. Is it really it's Hubler. It's Hubler. It's Hubler.
It's actually Hubler. Okay, here we go. This guy. Yeah, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah,
so this guy does a lot of like, hey, here's a rare. Like, let's get an idea.
Yeah, he does. A little mix of everything there. See why I'm talking about the orange? It's always some
orange.
Yeah, the orange splash. No, it's he always does the orange splash. I don't know why you were going. That makes sense why you're doing the Hearthstone there. It's the orange splash on the screen. Yeah, you always use the same thumbnail.
Yeah. Oh, he is a big fan of orange. I did not realize how big of a fan of orange he is.
So here's the thing. I told him that I was like, look, man, I love your shit. Fix your audio. He did, and then I was like, great. Now like. Fix your thumbnails, and he did it.
By the color orange.
But shout out to him. I like his style. He does a fairly professional like stand up, try the write it out type thing. So he does high for shout out to him. Yeah. And then my boy Jay Giggs. He's one of the only other people out there representing the comedy life when it comes to trying to humor first, content second.
There really isn't that many like comedic Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, there's not really any. I mean,
it's just him.
Yeah, him and maybe me. I mean, I do intros, but
you do like funny intros,
right? But I don't really like do purely comedic videos. Yeah,
I don't identify you as a comedic YouTuber.
That's unfortunate because like that's what I'm trying to go for. Eventually, that's where I'm transitioning to, but it's a long plan. I gotta, you gotta build it up. But so Brandon J Giggs, I gotta do number 3, and then number 3.
Go someone under 1,000. Who's under 1,000?
Ascending God. Because I just left a message on his thing the other day. He has 300 something subs, and it was the same thing with the thumbnails. What happens is I'll see a really bad thumbnail and I'll click on it because like I want to see like who this person is. Like this is a horrible thumbnail. I'll click on it, and now I left him a message like, hey, good luck. I see your because he's doing videos. Like he's out there doing a video a day. Like he's trying. He's hustling. He's hustling. But I was like, hey, add the drop shadow, select focus. I did the things you use, the basics.
Photoshop things.
Blur field. I just left like a real basic technically. And he went back within like 5 minutes, he changed the same video's thumbnail. Like I was like, hey, wow, so you can tell that he's trying. I like when I see effort, he's putting effort. So shout out to Ascending God.
Cool. Yeah. So okay, so we got 6. That's 6.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. I feel like
people to hit up because everyone else it's not like the other people we're mentioning are not good. They're already good.
They're already there. It's like you already got it. Oh, shout out to this undernamed person, Chofly Mobile, Stu Gaming.
I mean, like everyone already knows this. We know you boys. It's not like we're ignoring them, but
and subscribe to Darth Microtransaction because he could use it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think just give him all the subs. Ignore everyone else.
And look at the name, number one name. Oh wait, hold on, I have a button for this. Kyra Mobile, number one name in Raid Shadow Legends.
Yes. I was like, what are you pointing at? And I'm like, oh, my name's like literally right here.
Yeah, it's just imagine a neon.
It's so weird that it's like just floating here. I was wondering how you did that, but
I went to Photoshop, made an image, then put that in the background and green screened it out.
Oh, okay. There you go. I mean, it's obviously in here in person. Like, I'm so. All right, next topic.
Your recent focuses and polls. So let's go polls first. What have you pulled recently?
So my recent poll, it was rosin actually. I pulled rosin. So I'm going to be part of the 2 rosin club.
I pulled my second rosin, but that was a while back. So yeah, I'm 2 rosin club.
Yeah. So like here, let me just pull up my index. So my most not my index. I always do this. If I want my index, I pull up champions. If I want my champions, I pull up index. I swear I do that every time. And so then I spent, if you look at my thing, leveling up Torment, I just got rid of like every dupe except, like good dupes like Bellower and stuff. And so like it really cleaned up my, my vault, which was dope.
How many legendaries do you have?
Legendaries, I'm at, here, let me get the better view.
Okay. So the reason I'm asking him is me and him were just having the conversation that he's not a lot of money into this game as compared to me. Right. So
13. 14.
Yeah, right. Like he's not even close. Like you're like a smaller spender.
Yeah, I'm like a 10th of. Well, I mean, like
you're about 10th.
I think I'm 1,500. I think I'm at 1,500.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't actually know where I am. I'm pretty sure at this point I'm approaching 10,000. But to be honest, I could be at only 6. Like I'm not entirely sure. But when I was, I haven't looked at your account like on such like a big screen. I can just see everything. So in a while and. That's why. Because if you look at, I didn't realize, but if you look at mine, like here, let me pull this thing up. Like which is the reason I'm bringing this up is not like a flex. I want to talk about something.
Like seeing the difference, like seeing what your money, like
exactly
comparing it.
That's exactly where we're going with this. So if we look, okay.
Here, look at that difference. Like you really start to see it. Like you can kind of get stuck into your own.
Let me get this where we can show it to people. So if you look here, check this out. Okay, here's my roster. And this is just what's currently in my inventory. Like if you look compared to I know you guys can't see it as good on his thing, but like
I don't think people can see it at all.
No, I mean you can kind of, but like he's got one row of legendaries basically. Okay, the first row he's got of legendaries,
like legendaries that are actually good enough to where I wanted to level them.
Yeah, and he's got a few okay ones down
like
here.
Like Kymar, Rosin, Agnar, and Warmother. And Torment. Torment would be up here, but he's almost done. Stuff like that.
So he has a very good, respectable roster.
Yeah, but like, could you imagine though? Like, let's say if these pulls were bad. You mean like, like that was the big thing about this though. It's like, okay, Lord Shazar, good. Valkyrie, obviously good. Stuff like that. Every single one of them is a good legendary.
That's kind of a good point for this because that's where I'm going. It's like, let's look and see. You have $1,500 spent.
Yeah.
Let's say I have 8,000. Just just to be lowball. Let's say $8,000 in. Okay. And really all I've got over you is not a lot. And to be honest, you've got some over me. I mean, you've got Venus on me. I don't have a Kymar. That's kind of really where it ends to be. Well, you have Ignatius.
I have essentially it's Ignatius, Venus, and I mean, eventually I'll have a double Arbiter, but that's about it.
I mean, I guess I have stuff like Warlord, Ethos, Durgo, like
you have like a lot. Like there's pretty much the only thing I have over you is Kymar and Venus.
Right. But I have a vault full of Godins over you.
Yeah.
Is the problem. Like, this is where I'm going with this conversation. I have like 3 Nethros, 3 Macabs, 3 Ricta. Like, as you start spending money, I got like 2 Fushans, 2 Rosins. Like, I basically have a handful of like all the legendaries, and I'm just missing a few.
Yeah.
And it's just not.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, like the characters you're missing are very specific. There's only 2 of them. Like, there's only Draco and Venus that cover that role.
Yep.
There's literally only Kymar that covers that role. Like, if you pull any other legend, you don't pull one as like, oh, this one's kind of comparable. It's like, there it is. Like, that's
you know
all
what
you
it
have.
is I'm realizing is like the game is it's not so much like the roster you're building. It's toolkit. It's like there's a tool belt. There's a full tool belt. Once you have it all, you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. But until then, it could be 5,000. It could be 10. It could be 15. It could be 30. You don't know. You need Venus. You need a counterattack. You need.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about doing it like an account test where it's like what you do. It's like a account checklist, and then it'd be like, do you have a counterattack? The answer is yes or no, and like, or it'd be like an account grading, and then so it's like you, and then points are based. Like if you have a counterattack that's like 50 points,
that could be a cool spreadsheet if you just like you.
Do you have like AoE defense down? Yes. Do you have
it gives you a grade like
HP
S
burn
to F or something?
Yeah, and stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
And
I
then
like
if you
idea.
don't have like, and then that's how you can like have a cool idea like on. Do you have all the things that actually matter? Like, do you have a good like attack down champion? Yes. Do you have like a defense down champion? Yes. Do you have a weekend?
It actually sounds like a pretty good idea. You should whip that up.
Yeah. So
the question is, recent pose, recent focuses.
Okay.
So what is, now that we've kind of talked about Legendary, got off topic a little bit, what is your current focus?
Current focus is I just do a lot of Spider, and now that I have a team that can beat Spider pretty consistently in like 30 seconds, I've just been, I did it again. I went to it index, but like, now I have like, I've just been doing a whole bunch of Spider and selling all the garbage. And then that's pretty much been my main.
How about character-wise? What characters you focusing on?
The characters I've been focusing on because I'm so sick of moving gear between characters, and so it's like I'm just over it. Like I refuse to do it. So it's for the longest time was figuring out my Spider team, which I did. Which is like double Royal Guard, Kymar. It's literally just 4 characters. It's Venus, double Royal Guard, and Kymar, and then I just throw in a character for food. So once I got those done, I'm never going to touch their gear unless it's an improvement on their gear.
Yeah, that makes it. Just like my unkillable comp. They're done, never touching them.
And so then I did the unkillable comp, but so I have that done. And so then now what it is I'm just going to run Spider until I get a ton of gold. And then a lot of gold and then or silver. And then I'm going to just really focus on my arena team. Like that's going to be my next. Like I want to. So
then
push
Torment
platinum.
probably will be the next character.
Yeah,
maybe.
Torment. I got him done. You remember that night? Like I just had enough rare food to just finish it. Like, and I got him 6-star that night. So it was like, and then got him done. So he's done. I guess I need to ascend him, but I need his like last ascension. Like there he is. And so I need to level him and actually like get him good. I don't know if I'm going to go I'm probably going to try to go high resist, high accuracy. On him, so like without an accuracy banner, he has 300 accuracy. But I want to change it up. He's like not nearly where I want him to be at all. So, and then kind of mess around with comps that actually work at like high like platinum arena, like just to have because like right now, like when it comes to arena, I just go for the whole like I camp at like bottom of gold 4 and just go for like 6-second auto teams. Like here,
well, I'll show you something here. I want to show you my.
Like stuff like this, like I just like I just auto like this is how I like to play arena, and it's really boring. I just pick a team, and then I just auto them, and then hopefully it works out because we're live here. But just like this is exactly what I go for.
Yeah, that's a pretty good team there.
Whereas like when it comes to pushing for platinum, it's like that changes everything. I have to go for like 4-minute games.
Yeah. It's not as fun. Plus, you only get one more medal. It's for your time. It's actually faster not to be in platinum.
Yeah, I might do it just for a bit. Just as I want to see what it's like to play. Like really, maybe I'll do it on a stream or something like that, where I just really face like the best teams, and so I know.
I want to get in like top 5, just because it's me. I want to be up there for the But it's the realistic aspect of it is it's going to be me sitting there for hours grinding, which I don't do that stuff, and then I don't honestly think I have the gear for it.
Yeah. The more effective way to actually like get to in-state top 5 is to finish at your haul, and then also just sit there and auto click dungeons. Like would be probably the best way.
Farm overnight all the time.
Yeah, and then once you get like super good gear, you can do that through Fire Night, however you want to do it, whatever fits your team, and then do that. Then you're ready to actually compete with the people in platinum.
So I've been messing around with with Shaman and Seer, they're a dual mint in heaven. Now this team's terrible. Like half the time it doesn't even clear the dragon. Well, but I want to show you the
Shamrock Seer combo, new meta.
It's such a great combo with them.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You get the Extinguished Light. Oh, my Ethos has 316% crit damage and like 5,500 attack.
That's crazy.
Like it's ridiculous, and with a Savage set. And so I like this team a lot, but most of the time it doesn't even kill the dragon.
Right? This team has defense down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With the Royal Guard.
I was thinking. I was gonna say like, is it? Oh, no, AOE defense down.
No, you have AOE weaken on 2 people. So what happens is you just AOE weaken the people for the waves.
Oh man, dude. They're hitting so hard for not having defense down. They hit crazy hard.
Yeah, I know. And then like that move there, it's like 100k on everybody with the Seer AOE. You have essentially 3 people that are hitting like 100k AOEs.
That's funny. I mean, I want to try it like with Tyrell because like you won't kill the dragon maybe, but like put Tyrell.
I die to the dragon most of the time. This is just I've been messing around with the waves.
Like a fun like old
it's just I've been messing around with the Shamrock Seer thing. The Shamrock and Seer is even better on. I know we're getting off topic, but I gotta show you this just because it's really fun.
Pretty sweet. Can people see it?
Yeah, they can see it. I got it up on the screen right now. So if I go and show you here, Ice Golem. I don't know if I have the team in or not. Let's see. I'm messing around with these. Oh no, that guy doesn't work. Where is it? Okay, so Seer is. I don't know. I think I've been sleeping on Seer, but like I know she's good, but I just haven't been using her. You got all these buffs. Look at that.
Great. Yeah. Well, like so, I like Seer. I just don't need her anymore because of Venus. Venus made her like completely useless for me. Because I really like the weekend and the crit rate up, and so I was thinking like, okay, now I can focus better crit damage gear on Royal Guard and then make him hit harder. Because now I have like I can go Tyrell and Seer and have the weekend and the defense down. But then I'm like, I pull Venus and I'm like, let's take out Tyrell, let's take out Seer, and I just got both now. Like I got the defense and weekend on one move.
This is a wonderful segue talking about Shamrock and Seer. You know why?
Oh, because of the patch.
Because of the recent patch, you nailed it. Patch 1.13 is coming when?
TM. Soon TM.
Has anyone seen the patch? Where's the patch?
Yo.
Oh, careful. That is loud when you hit.
Is it loud?
Yeah, it's pretty loud when you hit.
Let me, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
No, it's not.
No.
So unfortunately, Kyr, the Kyr Mobile, the #1 name in Raid Shadow Legends, is not able to find patch 1.13.
Haha.
And they are currently on vacay again. They just came back from vacay to go again.
Hey, I mean, I'm happy for them. They get it. They're enjoying it. Like, I mean, they got Christmas break, and then you got to go New Year's. They're probably still hungover from New Year's. I mean, it is.
Honestly, how dare they not have a patch every week? Because I need something to talk about. The problem is I'm sitting here spinning my wheels waiting on patch 113. And the only thing I can tell you guys about patch 113 is I can go in here, I can dig into my Discord, and I can go directly to announcements. And if we scroll up to where Cerelia tells us about patch 1.13, wait for it. Just wait for it. I'll find it. Keep going. It'll be somewhere in here. Eventually,
we're getting there.
One day.
I bet it was January or December, like 19th or something like that.
19th. Okay, so we were scrolling. We were almost there. 3, 2,
I really hope I don't
and
call it. It was a complete guess.
We're not even close to a new. Okay, here. Let's do Control F. 1.13.
Boom.
There it is. So we will
see the day. What day? How long ago was this update?
Okay, this was the 18th. Nice
18th. Oh, okay. I was right there.
So here's what we have about it. We've been waiting for other legendary champions to be rebalanced for a very long time. We're glad to let you know this rebalance will come out in 1.13. Will include Sythalia, Shamrock, Yannica, and others. So Yannica is getting buffed.
Okay. So yeah.
Potentially the worst legendary.
I just don't care, man. I mean, as long as it's a character. Okay, so like when it comes to those, like that kind of stuff needs to happen more often because there's so many legendaries. Like legendaries are 0.5% chance, and then
if Michelle's not on this list,
if Michelle, and then also if Agnar's not on this list.
Did I tell you I pulled the second Agnar?
Yeah,
Did I tell you I pulled the second Michelle?
I don't think so.
I have 2 Mashals
I
and
didn't know
3
you had 2.
Richtoffs.
Yeah, like isn't that crazy? Okay, because Mashal is the worst legendary. I think Mashal's the worst.
He's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's
The
like,
problem
there's
is
rares
how do
better
you
than
even
him.
buff him or Sythalia for that matter? Which
Complete
is
rework. Go straight out of League of Legends. Complete rework. They're just a new character now. Yeah, I want full Dracomorph level buffs.
There's no way they do that. There's absolutely no way. In Sythalia?
Oh, Sythalia. The fact that they can't get it right, can we just retire that character? She's you know, like
You're the first character that goes into the permanent vault.
Yeah. I mean, like, just like there's a new level of vault. But also speaking that too, I hope hopefully that wasn't too loud. But
extremely loud. You blew all our ears.
R.I.P. everyone's ears. But about dupes, like I mean, like we could talk about it, whatever. I just want them to address it. They said they were going to address it a while ago, and it still hasn't been done. Like legendaries are an issue. Like back to what we were saying previously about the buffs. It's like I only care about the buffs that are happening to characters that I have currently, because there is a lot of. Imagine pulling a void legendary and it's complete garbage. Imagine pulling any legendary and it's complete garbage, especially if you're free to play.
I feel void legendaries should all have a use. I don't think there should be a single void legendary that is not useful somewhere.
Yep.
And by somewhere, I mean more than just like a potential use in arena.
I was thinking just like the smallest buff I can give to Agno to make him actually useful.
And I don't actually think every character needs to be good in clan boss either. Like
they don't. No, I mean, like not all characters should be made for clan boss.
Nor do they all need defense down or defense up or weaken or what I mean. They don't. You can put more into a kit.
Or what you could do is just make more game modes, and we'll find out that all these characters that are garbage just don't fit the game modes that we have currently, and then they don't even need to buff them. They just need to make more content.
You know the problem with the new game mode is it incentivizes content you already have to be used. You need a game mode that can only be beat with the new ones. You know what we need? A paywall dwarf faction that will, for a new crypt.
Stop giving them ideas.
Here you go, Plarium. I got it for you. The dwarf crypt, when it comes out, is the next tier of glyph. Okay, it's the next, or the how on the roadmap it shows mystical rhymes or whatever. That's only through the dwarf faction.
Here we can get some lore. The dwarves are the ones that are looking for the treasures of.
They found it in the mountain,
and they went and then it's like only dwarf. Assemble your dwarf characters to tackle on this.
Dig
new
in
challenge.
The mines where all the gold happens to be.
Because what it is in those mines they're really small, and the only characters that can fit are dwarves.
That's racist.
Is it though? They're the only characters. What other characters can fit into really small dwarven mines?
Gnomes.
What gnomes?
Goblins.
What goblins?
The ones that they're going to release and then paywall. Kyre Mobile. Kyre Mobile, the number one name in Raid Shadow Legends.
Absolutely. I hope you're just going to bait and switch me, and it's just not going to make sense.
It's just an air horn.
Yep, that's my air horn. That's me. And so, but yeah, they'll probably do that because but at the same time, like I think what's going to happen is if they make more content, like the biggest one being. They'll make more money if they just make it a way to organize gear, because then I will be more incentivized to get onto the game and play it and then spin my silver and stuff like that. Whereas now I have to memorize not only the gear that I have, but the gear that is not being used. And then when I pull the gear off, I have to remember
a crazy idea.
The
faction pass removes the cost to remove gear.
Yeah,
suddenly it's worth the money.
Yeah, because then they're going to argue that only a very small percentage of people that buy the faction pass get it, and then also the small percentage of the people that get it are the biggest spenders, and so then that's going to be their biggest amount of money they can lose.
I don't care. Give me a way to purchase winning more in this game.
What would it like? I don't even want to make them change their money structure. I just want more to do. I want it convenient. I'm not asking them to reduce the silver cost. I'm not asking them to do anything. All I want them to do is
a filter. Just give me a filter. Give me a filter.
Just find.
I want to find my speeds by highest.
Yeah, speeds by highest. Oh, potency or what is it? Resistance by highest. Accuracy by highest. Like give me something, and then I can organize it between equipped and not equipped. Whatever. That's all I want. That's all I want. And you keep the silver cost the same, and then, you're good. I guarantee that we'll see more money because more people will find it more accessible, and whatever. You're welcome, Plarium. But it does require them to get over their 7-day hangover from New Year's.
Well, I think they're celebrating Christmas right now.
Orthodox. So then they just delayed their New Year's, and then they're going to celebrate New Year's.
Is that the way that works?
Because what they do is they celebrate everything on a fiscal quarter. So then they're going to spend this entire time on Christmas, and then in the beginning
we were celebrating after the fiscal year ended.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got all this money to chill on.
That's
so
why
I
our
mean, like,
Christmas
they don't
is that way.
believe they don't believe in traditional calendars. They only believe in fiscal calendars
Or traditional monetizations.
Yeah,
Actually, no, they do believe in traditional mobile game monetization platforms.
Okay.
That's
All right. I think we've gotten far off topic on this one.
Slightly. So I think we have one more topic here to cover, which is about perfect for time, which is Q&A.
Now, who are we going to ask?
I've already.
Oh, you got them all?
I've already messaged out at the beginning in the Discord.
Okay.
We're doing a podcast and asked for some questions and answers
Nice.
for topics they want covered. So are you ready?
I've been ready. Let's
Here we
go.
So starting with the first one, shout out to Icy Molotov. So this guy, you want to know a story about this guy?
Sure.
So I was opening this guy's shards on a stream.
Okay.
He had like 30 void, 100 ancient or something.
Okay. Solid opening. Okay.
Yeah, open through everything. Afterwards, I realized he had told me, please do not open the voids. Specifically asked. So I had to PayPal him $50 because I was like, all right, yeah, that's my bad. I got you.
Feels
so
bad.
that
well,
was
hey,
that
at least you hooked him up.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
he got the voids and the $50. It's not like 30 voids are worth $50, but he got both. So
yeah.
Oh well. Okay, so his question, he had the question anyway. That is the thing. Okay, so what is the most important thing to work on for spiders past 15? Terminator manipulation, defense down, weaken, speed, max, HP, attacks. We kind of answered your own question there.
All of the above?
Yeah, I would say personally, you need at least these things.
Okay, all right, let's hear it.
At least a defense down.
Okay, if you don't
at least a 15% weaken. Because you can go spider.
I think the weaken is not necessary. I think the things that are necessary are big damage, HP burn, and defense down.
I don't think HP's burn necessary because I don't have one.
Okay, well,
either or.
They're either or. Yeah, they're the same category.
So that answers that. So then either or, HP burn or weaken.
I meant it in the way of either HP burn or big damage. It's one or the other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weaken helps with both.
Wait, can we run this back? For Spider 15 and above, you need HP burn or big damage.
Yep.
Defense down and weaken if you're doing the big damage, or not potentially weaken if you have enough big damage. But the reason I say weaken is this, okay?
It helps a ton.
Is right. If they're going past 15, they don't have 300% crit damage at this point. They just don't. They don't have the gear for that. So they're probably going to need the weaken. And then you can get both in the same thing. Like you can get like Spider or... you can even use Seer, I guess, like K-Rel and Seer or something.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I say you need defense then but don't need weaken is because the difference in damage is so much higher.
Absolutely. We don't disagree there, though. You have to have defense down.
Yeah,
that is mandatory.
Defense down is mandatory, weaken is not. Unless you want to be miserable, because every single strategy, defense down improves it.
You'll just need either more crit damage or more turn meter manipulation.
Yeah, to be honest, I've never beaten Spider without a defense down. I'm just never beat regardless.
Well, I'm saying without weaken. Without weaken, you would need either more turn meter manipulation.
Yeah, I was using weaken as a way to
like if you're using Royal Guards, for instance, you probably want to weaken. Whereas if you're using Code of the Hearts, you can typically get away without a weaken because your turn meter reduction built into it. So if hopefully that answers your question. We kind of ranted about that for a little bit. I don't think we gave a very good answer, but we'll move on. So where to focus in game at what time points? So when I am early game, mid game, in game. So I'm going to start by answering this one by saying...
Can I say something in the beginning of this?
Yeah.
This defining early game, mid game, and late game is just so annoying to me.
Okay,
Whenever people bring
it
drives me nuts when people go like, oh, I'm early game. I'm like, what does that mean? I think there's things that you can do in game, but I've never been like, oh, that's an early game thing to do. Oh, that's a mid game thing to do. Like I just don't speak like that.
I mean, other than that, I had to bleep that one.
Okay, so you know what I mean.
But
so
no one's gonna get that joke.
Yeah, no,
okay, so
But it's for that's pizza members only.
Pizza members only.
But when it comes to like, I just don't look at it that like the way I look at it is like, okay, where are you at in game? And then I don't care if you're just starting Dragon or whatever. I never go like, oh, he's just starting Dragon 20. That he's mid game or he's early game. It's so subjective. It doesn't mean anything. It's so hard to identify. You could be like, wow, he's mid game. I could be like, wow, he's the beginning, just past early game, but right before mid game. Like that doesn't say anything. That doesn't help people. What helps people is like, hey, okay, so here's an order of operations. Like you should do this, and then
what would probably help him is by actually helping him, though. So
so he wants the question of like, where should I focus on this, and this, and then I think how we can answer that question is giving him an order of what to do, like what to look at. Like
so, how I was going to answer the question, was that it doesn't matter if you're early, mid, or in game. It's always the same thing.
Yep.
Like you are working on your missions. And because the missions will tell you what to do.
Yeah, mission. Yeah.
And if you can't work on the mission you're currently on, you go work on something else that's stopping you from beating that mission. That's it. And then when you're done, congratulations, you're at in-game, if you want to call it that. And now go farm dungeons, get your gear better, improve your clan boss damage, work on your Great Hall, max out faction wars, put all your money into the game, realize there is no in-game content, and quit.
Boom. There you go. You got it.
That answers your question.
Because the way I look at it is it's like, missions are the priority, and then the next priority is clan boss and dragon, because clan boss, getting a good team for clan boss also is a good team for dragon, and then the good gear from dragon is the best gear for clan boss for a long time. So then you can focus on those two things, and there's a lot of synergy there. And then after you get really good gear for both, and you're starting to go to nightmare and stuff, then you can maybe consider hitting spider if you get good character pulls, and then I would just completely ignore.
Spider tends to be one of the later things you do. Because you can get away with like 4 and 5 star accessories for a bit anyway.
Yeah, and then like just try to get a good enough team to get like your your accuracy banners. But then really farming it, like hard farming it, like I would only want to hard farm like 20. And then but I would just completely ignore Frost Knight for a very long time unless you want Arbiter, and then focus there. Once you're actually at that point for Arbiter, that's the only times I'd ever focus on Frost Giant or Ice Golem. Yeah. And then Fire Knight is like the later in-game thing to do when after you've got a good Spider gear and good Dragon gear, and then you do Fire Knight.
And then, Ice Golem later on you do for like reflex and stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's so niche. It's so niche.
Mid-game.
Yeah,
it's not so much, but
I would call that a very 73.2% into mid game. That's when I try to focus on Ice Golem. But if you're already at like 12% of like late game, then what's the point?
All right,
am I right or am I right?
You are right. You are right. So moving on to the next one here. Okay, that's not actually a question. Am I foolish for using rare champs over epic and legendary because I can book the rares and not the epic legendary champs? I don't think...
Hardcore depends.
It depends on the character. Like, I just think it matters if the character is good or not, regardless of the books.
It's like, oh, am I foolish for using Cold Heart over Marshald because I can book my Cold Heart then not book my Marshald? Yeah, I mean, like it's so subjective.
All right, and then the last question is, hey guys, you are so awesome. How did you manage to get so handsome Darth Microtransaction? Okay, well, I'll answer this one.
You know what? Actually, I think I should answer this one.
I think that personally, I should answer.
You know what? I still think I should answer this one, but I'll have you answer it.
I use Old Spice Fiji 2-in-1 conditioner.
Oh, so are you trying to say all your hair is built into what makes you so handsome?
Typically, yeah. Without the hair, I just another ginger.
Just another one. Okay.
Another one, just like another podcast we are going to do next time.
Next time on the Whale Pod, we did it.
The Whale Pod, aka
aka just before pizza arrives and a little bit after pizza arrives, podcast. Boom. What's it actually called?
AKA the Two Brothers. It's the Whale Podcast.
Okay, it's the Whale Podcast. AKA Two Brothers Podcast. AKA we ordered pizza. We're waiting for pizza to arrive, and then we also do it a little bit after the pizza arrives podcast.
AKA the Whale Podcast. All right, guys. We hope you enjoyed this piece of other little mud. Eric has a giant. All right, guys, we're out.
All right. It's
Subscribe,
been real. Subscribe to Darth Microtransaction. He's a small up and coming YouTuber that needs your support.
And subscribe to Kyra Mobile, the #1 name in Raid Shadow Legends.
Thank you. All right. Peace out. You have a good one. Later.